Welcome my top 10 people I would trust with my last slice of pizza. Please remember this is not financial advice. Bitcoin just did exactly what we expected. It closed another daily candle in the red and tagged June's low. But despite all the bearish signals, there's one thing bulls still have going for them. Bitcoin's volatility index, DVOL, closed green yesterday, which is typically bearish. Bitcoin also remains below the short-term holder realized price, ETF flows are still very negative, and funding rates remain positive. When positioning becomes too one-sided, the market often moves against the majority before finding a bottom. The DXY is finally breaking out, clearing a major resistance level that held for months. If this breakout continues, the next target could be the 200-week moving average. And historically, a stronger dollar has been one of Bitcoin's biggest enemies. But here's the catch. The dollar is becoming heavily overbought, while Bitcoin is becoming heavily oversold. That creates the possibility of a short-term relief rally. A move back towards $63,000 wouldn't be surprising at all. The problem is that any bounce could simply become another selling opportunity unless Bitcoin can reclaim major resistance and attract fresh buyers. On the monthly liquidation heat map, the largest nearby liquidity cluster sits around $58,000. That's significantly closer than the major liquidity above price. And if the dollar remains strong, there's a good chance Bitcoin eventually sweeps that liquidity before finding a more meaningful bottom. In fact, liquidity continues to build in the $50,000 region. So my view remains simple. Short term, Bitcoin could bounce. But as long as the dollar stays strong and ETF demand remains weak, the bigger risk still appears to be lower prices. And that's why I posted on X. When the short-term holder, long-term holder profit to volatility ratio falls below 0.5, long-term holders are under more stress than short-term holders. This signals potential capitulation, but we have not yet entered the buy zone. The cost basis profit-loss ratio still hasn't entered the red zone, signaling bearish structure and capitulation risk. So what do you think? Has Bitcoin truly bottomed? Or is the real capitulation still ahead? Let me know in the comments. Have a nice day. Bye!